What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Monday Market Review, a weekly series I'm going to be hosting where I will cover my overall thoughts for the week ahead, what sort of happened over the weekend, if there's anything we can play off the back of, and especially alts that in the limelight for me. So let's get into it. We want to keep these episodes sub 10 minutes, short and sweet, just cover some ideas and some plans and some thoughts for the week ahead, and just a quick summary really. So we're going to start off with BTC. Obviously we have the ETF this week. Deadline is Wednesday, so any day now, 8th, 9th, 10th. So we've got the next 3 days to really be glued to our seats and be awaiting this ETF approval. Obviously, two ways we're going to be looking at playing the news in the event that the news and the ETF is good. So that would be the ETF has been approved. Likely BTC is going to form a fairly large candle to the upside. I think we're looking at maybe a sort of a 5 to 10k candle. So we're looking about 10% into that 50k region. We look at the VWAP values. For me, likely if we do accept into this upper bracket of the 2021 VWAP value area, we can look at breaking towards that 55k region. So sort of what I'm looking for, and if the ETF is approved, is a break up. And if we see signs of strong consolidation and buy pressure, I'm looking for that next leg up towards that 55k region, right? Obviously, there's the case that if the ETF is approved and we get this God candle up, and swiftly after that candle we lose the 2021 VWAP, likely I'm going to be looking at shorting some things lower, probably towards the cluster of values we have here, right? So that would be my overall plan right now. Post ETF, if we drop back below 45k, we should look for shorts towards 38k and below, likely towards the cluster of the 2021 VAL, the 2022 value area high, and also the 2023 value area high. Post ETF approval is going to be very telling on direction of the market. If we get this God candle up and we drop a bit and we hold, likely this is going to leg up again. If we do not go up and instantly retrace the news, then this is a fairly positive sign for the market if we do something like this and hold for continuation, right? Try and ignore the noise at the moment, all the different timelines telling you this and that, what the ETF is going to be. It's all noise at the end of the day. You're best off simply just waiting for the ETF to be released, the news to be announced, and then we can start trading, properly again. At the moment, I'm really only looking at altcoins with flow anomalies. So the Joe trade we took this morning, which was a squeeze play, and we got a nice 12% move on that. Other than that, kind of keeping away from majors, that being ETH and BTC. These are clearly still ranging and bracketing. If we look at our values, for now, BTC opened in our prior weekly value and sort of trading into that previous week value area high now. Until we get that strong break above the prior weekly value area high, I'm not expecting any upside for BTC unless the ETF is approved. That would be the case that we would see large upside for BTC. Until then, continuing to bracket, continuing to range. The developer monthly value is currently capping price and has been doing so for the month so far. We ignore the developing quarterly and yearly. Obviously, that's just the monthly, and for me, there's not enough time yet. So far, the Q4 value area high is holding nicely. On ETH, same case for me. No change and no signs of continuation high yet. Trading within the prior weekly value area. Trading with the within the developing monthly value area. Excuse me. And of course, simply just ranging. If we look at the chart, it doesn't take a genius to know that this is simply ranging here, right? So, we have to just wait for this ETF stuff to fizzle out. Best case scenario is that obviously post ETF, we see like a, for continuation, we break up, we come down, maybe we fizzle out, we hold around this 46k, and then we leg up again, right? If we do something like this, then we're looking at shorting a lot lower into sort of February. March would be a great time to pick up spot, right? We do not know what's going to happen. We simply react to how the news, how price reacts to the news, and then we go from there. A few alts that I'm going to keep my eye on this week. One is going to be Say. Obviously, just has been really strong, really nice call off since the highs, almost a 30% move since the highs to the downside, which is always a great opportunity and buying cost price for the price on any asset. 30% pullback is always a nice place to position in. Had a good deviation this morning and the potential for this meme line breakout. If we can break above this 0.71 level, I think we can look for continuation probably towards that $1 region. Mina, again, another alt with strong continuation. I do want to see it reclaim this previous all-time high area. Although I'm not sure that just the perps all-time high. I'm not sure if that's a USDT all-time high. So looking for a break back above that 1.2 level. I think if we break above that 1.2 level, we would likely continue our next leg higher. Something that's I really like going into this ETF is the idea that altcoins have seen fairly drastic sell-offs since the highs. So we have had a very, very large cool down on a lot of these stronger altcoins. And the first sort of large pullback we've seen in quite a while. When you look at something like Mina, it's just been grinding up. So this is the first, I guess we could say, complex pullback we have seen in the last few months. And not necessarily a place to be panicking. If anything, it's a fantastic opportunity to be buying in. If the news comes out that the ETF has been approved, good news all around, and BTC looks like it wants to continue, I think we look to buy back into a lot of things, especially something like Mina with 45% move off the highs on a reclaim above that 1.2 area. It would likely continue that next leg higher, probably back towards 1.8 plus. So Mina, Say, good coins. Joe, already positioned in this from this morning. Solana, obviously, great coin. If we can get towards this $80 region this week, then a great opportunity to buy. But for now, this also doesn't look too bad, this reclaim. The idea, to wrap things up, I don't want to ramble on for too much longer. Say and Mina are my two focuses right now, and Wild, Tia and Inge, obviously, both great altcoins. Inge breaking this range high area, could be looking for continuation towards that $50 level. The idea that altcoins have had a really nice cool off into this ETF period can be great for price action, and if post ETF altcoins do start to trend, then in my opinion, it's not going to be a false move, and probably a strong continuation across the board for another leg higher. Ethereum this week, if it can break above this 280 region, I think we can look at potentially breaking towards 2400 again. That pretty much sums up my Monday market review for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to doing this series. Obviously, the ETF is the ticking time bomb, and we're all waiting for this to reposition into things. At least I am anyway. I think that's the best play right now. For whatever reason, if you were positioned into one side and it came out the other side, then you're probably likely going to take a lot of losses if risk is not managed, and you're completely blind to the idea that for whatever reason you think the approval is going to get, the ETF is going to get approved, and it doesn't. It's not looking good. So try and avoid the chop for now. Trade market outliers using order flow, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much.